Hey there, everybody.
Hi, friends.
So I'm Robin,
I'm Katie.
and this is the ReBoot Review :
It's Alphanumeric.
I realized on our last two episodes that I forgot to say the subtitle.
Ooh.
I don't know if anyone else noticed that horrible faux pas of ours, but yeah.
If you did, leave it in the comments
Yeah,
so we know you're
exactly.
listening.
Yeah. We're going to test you on this later. So, today we are going to be watching episode 7, The Crimson Binome. And in previous episodes, if you've been watching, we had some kind of lengthy introductions, sort of talking about either individual episodes or how we felt about the show in general. But we've decided to sort of play with that a little bit and maybe only have those intros if we really have something super notable we need to say about the episode. Yar is what we have to say about this episode because, of course, it's the first introduction of the Software Pirates.
Woohoo!
Yeah, who are beloved characters, actually. They are much adored in the canon. And I wonder if
In the fandom. Yeah.
Yes. So I wonder if it was something where they introduced them and then just had so much fun with them that they, kept them along, or if they always meant to have them be, a major part of the series.
I think that, that's a great point. I mean, pirates were big then, weren't they? It seemed like pirates were a thing.
But that was 10 years before Pirates of the Caribbean too, right?
I guess but they were becoming a thing then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, can you ever say pirates weren't big?
Well, I just feel like there came a time after when pirates were a joke. Pirates were just part of, I don't know,
Just kind of
fun.
became silly.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Not just the murderous pirates that you would see in cartoons, but friendly, goofy, but also a little murderous pirate.
Yeah. Little goofy, friendly, murderous pirates.
Yes, exactly.
Just like kittens.
Yes, murderous kittens. Yes.
Cats are pretty murderous, I say as a cat lover. But
Yeah, that's
anyway, so speaking of keeping the intros down.
Really short.
Yeah, really short. So, you know what, let's just jump right into episode 7, The Crimson Binome, starting now.
I come from
I do want to say that, today, as I was looking at the episode summaries to try and just kind of confirm that I had
cheated.
this episode correctly, I just look at episode summaries to plan how we're going to talk about things. And I was looking at the DVD box set, and I noticed that In the Belly of the Beast has an audio commentary track with
Us
the producer.
on it.
Yes. No, that is sadly only on YouTube and not available.
So the
on
producer you were
DVDs. Yeah,
saying,
with the
yes.
producer, Christopher Brew, whatever it is. And I was like, wow, if I'd actually wanted to know how to say his name, I could have just watched that.
But did you really want to?
Right. Well,
Again.
the thing is, too, I'm we try to do our due diligence and research for this show.
Yeah.
But
No
I
one
guess we
knows
don't
for sure.
research everything.
But I intend to
Not the
find
bad
out.
episodes.
Okay, it was ambiguous on the box whether it was just that episode. It was probably just that episode, though.
He was just sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, it's the underside of mainframe.
Oh, right. Well, isn't this oh gosh, there's a name for this sector.
Hi, how you doing?
Like this waterfront area?
That enough.
Yeah, right. Apparently not. We're dropping the ball.
Everything's peaceful. La, la, la.
I guess mainframe birds? Butterflies?
I was thinking leaves. I guess leaves don't sing.
Ambiguous nature things in mainframe. Oh yeah, is this the first time we see this guy? Have we seen him before?
Yeah, Afro Man. I don't know. Punch card and QWERTY. Nice.
I love the idea that in super futuristic mainframe, there's a place you can go to watch Punch and Judy shows with little sailing hats on your head and just
exactly.
experience the old-timey lifestyle.
It's not all for the future.
Yeah, or the 50s future.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe this is the equivalent of their
Would you look at
old-fashioned boardwalk pioneer village type thing in mainframe.
Yeah, that's what they go there to touristy.
Most interesting.
Look, they were the first ones to try to bring those mustaches back.
So yes, this is the Crimson Binome with its ragtag crew.
He really didn't give it his all on that.
No, I guess not. Or maybe that's just what pirate speak is. That's in
a
this
good
world
point.
we are. And
there he is.
Captain Capacitor. Gavin Capacitor, of course named for Gavin Blair.
Yeah.
Yep. Beloved
What do you mean
executive
they're offline?
producer. And I feel like he's still very involved with the fandom.
Yeah,
He's still very in touch with the show, I think.
Chief, come in. Chief! Fong, something's wrong. The whole Kit sector is going offline.
Kit sector, it is Kit sector. But that is where Bob lives. Right, because he's the first person on the scene. Okay, I guess we don't have to tell you what's going to happen in 5 minutes, but...
I will do what I can from here. Please, be most careful.
Would everybody just chill? Remember, Bob's apartment is in Kit's. Whatever's happening there, I'm sure he's on top of it.
Enzo helped us out with the explanation there.
So you didn't really need us after all. No, sorry.
So wait, so Bob lives in the old-timey area.
Apparently so. Well, apparently his apartment building, according to that art book that Katie has, is meant to be a retrofitted pool hall.
Oh.
Which is why... I love Tone Deaf Bob. Tone Deaf wannabe rockstar Bob.
Also very oblivious.
Yeah, really. For a guardian who's presumably trained in this kind of stuff.
Not during my tunes.
No, right? This is Bob's off time.
Yeah.
But yeah, his apartment is a retrofitted pool hall, which is why there's the 8-ball
Okay.
on it, which to me always just seemed like a weird random thing, but I guess there was a backstory behind his apartment looking like that.
And of course there would be because of the detail that they put into their
Exactly,
design.
yeah.
Captain, plus 14% on our
And like, where would be a
Total
cool
market
place
value less
for a bachelor
expenses
to live?
currently at
An old pool hall?
$18,000.
Like,
Captain Capacitor! Strange booty, sir.
Miss
What do
Sally,
you
once
make of
again.
it?
Yeah, the
Kathleen
only
Barr.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw me down! By my reckon, you scurvy dog, this'll be none other than a guardian key tool. A rare find indeed. Mr. Christopher! A 2,000 unit bonus to Miss Sally and Mr. Andrew. They've looted
Maybe a
the
part
real
of the
treasure
endearing
on this
charm
one,
is
mates.
really just the fact that
But
he,
what's a guardian
he does a
key tool
great
do
pirate
with such a
voice.
small
He
It's
does.
hard to do it without
wake
being
the princess.
over the top.
Right. I remember now. I was like, who is the actor who was Captain Capacitor again? A fellow by the name of Long John Baldry. So that was his stage name because he was a blues singer
Yeah.
in England. His story is really quite interesting. He also plays Old Man Pearson,
Yeah.
which is not surprising. Yeah, he was a guy who was a jazz and blues musician, and I mean, he was also kind of one of those cases, it seemed, of someone who sort of had his career peak and then was just kind of looking for work as he got older. And I don't know how he ended up in
Whoever they
Vancouver
are,
because he
they've
was
got
an
the sector
Englishman.
sealed.
Mind you,
We
the
can't
executive
get past
producers
their
were all
file
English.
lockers.
Yeah, I feel
So-
like there's probably something
There was a
to
connection
that.
there, quite possibly. Yeah. And then he ended up, voicing this Canadian show out of Vancouver. But I mean,
This is
if he is
very
considering
bad.
it just a job, he
The
certainly
Nets are all down.
gave it his all.
That's to be
Exactly,
expected.
yeah.
And his nickname
Well,
was
we
Long
can't have
John
any of
because he
that
was like
mining
super
crew.
tall.
Time for
He was like
glitch and
7
need a
foot
party.
something or other. So he was this extremely tall British
And not
man.
actually a pirate
Those
at all.
low-level
No.
basic buffer.
Apparently.
The whole
So he
Yes.
says, yeah.
Right.
Right? Begin
Yeah, and also
forward.
sadly passed away. He wasn't terribly old either. I think he was in his late 60s. Yeah. So, good job on your career, Long John Baldry. You were much appreciated while you were recording for
Yes,
this show.
thank
And I
you,
mean
Long
in the
John.
rest of your career as well. Donk, donk.
We've a live one on our hands.
Like, yeah, just like the
Show
care
them
that
what
goes into
we're
delivering
made
a
of,
line like
mates.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that's not a fake British accent, too.
Right, yeah.
Well, shiver me templates. It is a guardian.
Shiver me templates, it's cute. Another fan favorite. Well, at least an us favorite.
Yes. She'd better be famous.
Yeah, you have to love Princess Bula.
Guardian.
He's already downtime 16 of our shipmates, Captain.
Well, there go our
He
profits.
fights very well.
I say we quit file him now.
Oh my god, I just have to say, I know we're supposed to be focused on ReBoot right now, but the raccoon is walking right by Katie's window at the moment. Okay, I'm just really distracted, raccoon. Okay,
We get raccoons.
yeah. He saw me seeing him and walked off. Okay, back to ReBoot. I had to set the scene for us here. Yeah, ReBoot and Raccoons will be the name of our next series of this show.
No? If you don't mind, sister.
I love everyone cheering Bula on. Like, I think part of the charm of the pirates is, like, they're pretty supportive of each other.
It's true. Again, it's the friendly, murderous pirate.
Exactly, yeah. And Captain Capacitor rewards his staff. He gives Miss Sally a bonus.
Yes, they love to talk about their profits.
Yeah, but they're doing it as a team.
Wish, Guardian.
That's better.
Well, look alive, me hearties! We're behind schedule!
So one thing that I do love about Bob watching this as an adult, and something I maybe didn't appreciate fully before, is that we've talked about Bob being like the Zach Morris figure, like the totally cool hero sort of thing, which can be kind of boring. But where he's interesting is that like Bob does freak out.
Yeah,
I do. Like, He has very real reactions. He gets stuck in things.
Yeah.
He screams when he's scared. He's visibly scared at stuff. Like, he's not 100% cool all the time. He has reasonable reactions to stuff that is unsettling, or to suddenly being hauled into the hull of a boat, or I don't know anything about boats, the bottom part of a boat when Bula pops through the, deck. So I always appreciate seeing Bob in those moments of like minor freak out.
It's true. He's got a really good funny scream.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, actually, he does a really good job at that.
Across for home, helmsman. We've just bagged the treasure of our lives.
Does a Guardian really fetch that much on the market?
I know. It's
Well,
true.
who are you going to sell him to?
Maybe it's the ransom
Oh, yeah,
to
that
the
could be it.
academy.
Yeah.
What is that, Doc?
Or to the entire city of Mainframe. They clearly rely on him.
That's right. He's the only man who can get things done around here.
Yeah, what's
Enzo.
wrong? What is it?
Well, not
And then there's
only
Dot,
did
who
they
just
manage to
actually
steal
gets
a
everything
good
done.
many
She's the one who
things
gets
from the
everything done.
sector. They took Bob.
Like alternate reality could be Dot realizing she don't need no man,
Yeah, true.
and
Where are they now?
he like comes back a few years later and he's like, I'm back after all this. And she's like, okay.
Yeah. See, I think Dot already knows she doesn't need
I guess
Bob's
that's
help.
true.
Yeah,
That's
she
true.
just likes having him around.
That's a good point.
Oh, and of course, meeting another name that we have
classic,
referenced.
Excuse me. It's nice to see you again, Ms. Matrix, but this yacht is a private format.
Sorry, Mr. Mitchell, but we're commandeering your ship.
Commandeering my... on whose authority?
Mine.
Oh, hello, Fong, sir.
Pardon us, Mr.
The
Mitchell,
command.com
but we have
certainly
little
has a
time.
lot of
The pirates are
authority.
already
If he
halfway
can
to the
legally
void.
commandeer a private yacht. I don't think
This
a similar
distance and
power
their
has
speed,
the same
we have
authority in
almost
our
no
world.
chance of
This
catching
is
them.
truly a
Well,
dictatorship.
we have to at
Really.
least try.
Fong, the
They
benevolent
tasked
dictator.
me,
I'm not sure
and
how I feel
shall
about that.
have them.
It really assumes that he knows a lot more than I think he actually truly.
What are their coordinates?
Downloading now.
Oh, surely, Ms. Matrix, there are...
And again, appreciating that we have had,
ships in the harbor.
Mr. Mitchell
Oh,
and the
definitely.
business
But
relationship
as you
with Mr.
heard, we
Mitchell
need
seeded
speed more than
for
anything.
several
And
episodes.
That's
all
right.
And now it pays
warship
off
is
with
the
not only
fastest.
meeting Mr. Mitchell, but him being useful to the plot.
So
Yes.
it is.
And hilarious.
Yes, that too.
Ready for cast off, boss?
Dot, wait!
Now, Mr. Mitchell is obviously a parody of something, and obviously like
Give it up,
the rich
Enzo,
guy
we're running
voice.
out of
But
time.
do you know what the original source for that character
Now you
is?
wanna come?
That's
what I
a
was trying
good
to tell you, boy.
question.
You should've
Because I
come
feel
up.
like it's a trope that's been repeated so many times that it's like, can you bring it back to one source? I mean, I feel like, I don't know, like Green Acres maybe, like Zsa Zsa Gabor's husband. I don't know. I don't know if the old-timey actors to really...
I think about like the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Oh, yeah, that... And right,
he
that
had
famous was
kind-
that affectation to his voice.
Yeah, but it wasn't quite that. But I've always wondered, because obviously you're right, it's become such a done thing.
Yeah.
Every show has one guy
that
like
kind
that.
of thing, and they just sort of do the stereotypical thing. I guess also this is our first exposure in the show to the idea of like the seafaring, like the equivocating, going on the sea to traveling into like the web or the net or
whatever they called it back then.
Yeah, right.
That one just, his fingers totally went through the floorboards there.
Did he clip through?
I think so.
Yeah. Probably likely to happen every so often.
I love it when you prisoners do that. Besides, I don't snore when I really sleep, and no one has ever escaped from my brig. Well, except for that one.
Mouse?
Blimey! How do you know her name?
She's
there's
an
a
old
mouse
friend
on
and
the
a long
Oh,
story.
yeah, that seems pretty
Didn't you know? I'm a
self-evident.
guardian. I know everything.
Nice
That was
try,
unnecessarily
you
creepy,
rascal.
but-
I know, yeah. I always felt like that felt a little bit more sinister
Well, good for them.
What's your
than it should be
name,
for the hero of the
Guardian?
show. Even though he was clearly
My
trying to
name is for
intimidate
my
him, but
friends.
Well, mine isn't. I am the Crimson Binome.
Huh, Captain Capacitor. I've heard of you.
Of course you have. This is Mr. Jimmy, and you've already met Princess Bula.
Is she really a princess?
No, you want to tell her different?
What I want
that's such a
is for
classic
you to
line
let
from the
me
show.
go.
Yeah.
Basically
Before
sums
I
up
make
Princess
more
Bula
trouble for you
and how
than I'm
awesome
worth.
she is.
No, my boastful friend. I'm afraid even you could not cause that much damage.
You wish.
An admirable try, Guardian, but I'm
So
afraid
much detail in
these
Captain
bars are
Capacitor's.
too-
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, when you read about how hard it was to make this show in just a few weeks,
That they
and
could
then
do
you
those
see
textures.
that, like, people are
Never
just
mind
so
how.
dedicated.
Just follow
Yeah.
me.
Okay, I never figured out how.
Capacitor is Flacitor. That's written on the wall.
Yes?
You've never seen that.
Oh man, all the little things you could miss. But I never understood how Bob pulled off that. Like, what was that trick supposed to be? I'm guessing it's like
It's a hack, obviously.
Right, yeah. Because it's Mouse, looking back now, I'm guessing it was like a glitch in the code that he would.
Yeah,
But how
yeah.
could he even tell what he was supposed to do to trigger it just based on the fact that Mouse
Thanks,
left a
Mouse.
symbol there?
Wherever you are. I owe
Yeah,
you
like,
one.
how did he know that he had to hide there? Or
Or,
To
or
make
throw the
this
mattress, at, like
voyage
throw something at the
Yeah.
cage to like trigger it, and then it would.
Or maybe he threw the mattress to create the flash, but then hid behind something.
But it still clearly had something to do with Mouse
Well,
doing
maybe Bob and Mouse have a
What is it,
history,
Bob?
and he didn't have to know more than just...
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, you still bought it, but I did. Again, going back to my old theme of world building in this show, and that you can introduce a thing and take for granted that it's part of the world. Did you, when you first saw that scene, were you not immediately captivated at the thought of who this mouse person could be?
Totally.
Yeah.
It's the ruddery's got this
Especially
side,
because there were so few female characters on the show, and when you were a girl watching, you're like, another cool girl character. Like,
Yeah.
I need to see this person and see what she does. And I love that it gives you a couple of episodes before you even get to meet her.
Yeah, and back in the day, a few episodes was like 4 months. or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
like that.
Yeah. I think I was looking at air dates today, and I think it was something like 2 months between this and when you see Mouse introduced in the Great Brain Robbery.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like
ordered to stand down.
that was just such a good job of creating this like anticipation in you that you knew someday, of course, you had to find out who Mouse was.
Yeah, and I mean her being so cool.
Yeah.
And you?
Admiral Matrix. It is pointless to resist. We've dealt with your kind before.
This I greatly doubt, for we always win, always! So it is you, I beg, who should stand down and leave. For your own good, madam.
What are they exploding?
It doesn't
What is
look
Bob
like we're
exploding
winning.
is the question.
That's a good point.
Prepare to
Probably.
be boarded and to hand over our stolen property.
You know we're only in this for the profit, miss. And if it's a fight you want, then it's a fight you'll have. You have been warned.
Okay, people, we're going in.
Right,
Point, point.
Mr. Edwards.
Now,
Open
okay, people
fire
were
on
going
the
in. I
approaching
swear I've
vessel.
seen or
All
heard that clip
guns.
used a lot in like
It's about the Guardians,
fan
sir.
music videos and
Really?
I swear I've heard
I mean,
someone
it's a
use
pretty
that,
like
mix that
useful
into a
good
song.
line. Maybe it was used in like a promo back in the day when
Yeah.
like YTV or whoever used to like cut together.
It just has
Clips.
that real familiarity.
Yeah.
Have a all day, Mr. Edwards.
If you know what that line was used in over and over again, let us know. Please tell us. We are curious.
Good job, Frisket.
His jaw looks so uncomfortably unhinged, holding that ball.
It's like a snake. Snake dog.
Yeah, I imagine that is how Frisket
Shifting engine
consumes
coils,
things.
asymmetric magnetics.
Well, that was kind of how he ate that file command, that delete file command.
That's
He
true.
just kind of like
Yeah.
put it in his mouth and just like
Now,
took it down his gullet.
Scurvy knaves, we're coming by.
His teeth are for show.
Pretty much,
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't had this much
Just to intimidate
fun in
things.
minutes.
A whole classic minutes joke.
Yeah, timescales and mainframe.
And if I'm not mistaken, the timescales are actually off in different jokes that they've made.
Oh yeah, I feel like in the fandom there was a lot of attempts to try and like actually figure it out or like correspond it to real world timescales, and it never lined up.
No.
I just like to think that it has no real world immediate correspondence.
Yeah, and you just let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
Move on with your life.
It means things that are very
Your
specific to the
friends on
in-computer
Guardian.
world.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
What an awkward moment.
Long time on that
No,
line, yeah.
princess.
Like,
What took you
that
so
could have been
long?
delivered in like
You
2
didn't
seconds.
have to like.
But Long John Baldry still
tease
does a
him.
good job of it,
You
though.
scallywags, I suggest you surrender now, before accidents happen to your friends.
Dot, can you read me? Dot!
I'm afraid your friends won't be returning, old sprite. By the code of the high sea, they be our worthy spoils of victory to do with as we please. We, the ship
That's
and crew.
specific.
of
I
the
know, like I'm
Crimson
just like
Binome.
how
You won't get away with
I
this
was reading about
fish,
fine art thieves and how stealing fine art is really difficult and effectively useless because
You can't sell it.
you can't sell
No.
it. If it's a super famous painting, everyone's going to know if you want to show anybody that you have it that you bought a stolen painting. Like,
Yeah,
it's just-
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Downtime, even with
That's
the
what I
Guardian,
imagine
we're
is,
nowhere
like,
near our usual
stealing a Guardian.
200%.
Yeah, exactly.
200%?
But again,
You
as
call
we see
that a
right
profit
here, they're not
margin?
terribly good business people, so maybe they're not
please.
thinking ahead on that.
And you could do
That's true.
better.
Yeah.
Much. But don't take my word for it. Take a look for yourself. You've got all my spreadsheets right there. The password is Guardian.
It's always such a good like little moment, like the
Yes.
look on her face as she realizes she has to
That
say
she
it.
does, sir.
Yeah, it's true. Now, it's so subtle. And like
Yeah.
her little eye dart to the
Dart,
side.
yeah.
Rose, how can such profits be possible?
Well, they are when you don't attack your customers.
She's got a point, Captain. Without damage repairs, refits, lost loading time due to initial attack phase, increased personnel efficiency, at least 1,962%. Of course, that's a conservative estimate.
Ah, but you've forgotten about accrued depreciation of upgrades.
No, I haven't. Simply sell volume at discount to lower grade systems.
Touche.
You
See,
stay out of
even
this,
as a
mister.
grown-up, I don't know.
Like,
This sounds
means
legit.
to me.
Diversification.
Initial inventory outlay?
Amortization.
Demand drop-off?
Well, what's
I know the word amortization.
What's funny to me is watching it as a grown up and having worked on like I worked largely in the business end of television, or at least I had to do a lot of work dealing with the business end of television. And I have learned what a lot of those words mean now.
So, does it make sense? Is it legit?
I wasn't able to pick up quite enough, but sort of, yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Look, I feel like they weren't just saying economic
tell me
babble. Like, I think they were kind of thinking about what they were putting where.
Please, Captain Capacitor. Call me Dot.
Actually, my name's Gavin.
Did she? With her? And now they're going into business together?
Major.
Well, blow me down.
I have like seen or read or whatever more than one story in my life where a woman's financial business adeptness has saved the day. And it's like one of my favorite superpowers for protagonists to have is being really good at business and finance. I don't know why. It's just like it brings me a little bit of joy that you can use that as your hero. Exactly. I think that's why. Yeah. It's not your typical power, but just financial savvy can
what a great way to wrap up the episode too.
Yeah.
Like they're not good at fighting and they are definitely bested by pirates who best people all the time.
Yeah.
But not in business.
Yeah, exactly. Dot's got she's got that cornered, and also you like Captain Capacitor because he appreciates when he's been bested in that department and when he's dealing with someone who could actually serve him better as a friend as opposed to an enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I guess we also had to establish that Captain Capacitor goes around freezing people in cubes instead of cutting
their heads off.
Yeah, precisely.
Exactly.
So, well, see, they're not murderous.
Okay.
They're just they take prisoners. Thieving, yeah. Which is still pretty unethical. Yeah. But nonetheless, in the end, they've Dot has brought them over to the side of good.
Now I wonder how good they actually truly will be. I mean,
I think they like to skirt the law in places, but I don't know. I think with what they become is we'll skirt the law when the law doesn't actually serve anyone, but when it's in the best interest of people, we'll stay on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they return. Do they come back season 3 or do they come back season 2?
I was trying to remember if we see them again in season 2. It wouldn't surprise me if we do, but I can't remember a specific example where we see them.
Yeah.
But I feel like they must, because I remember when they show up in season 3, it didn't feel like some great big huge surprise. Yeah.
But that's the thing about the show that I keep finding as I'm rewatching it is the way, I keep thinking these episodes that I love are so much further on in the show.
Yeah.
Because I imagine them, because they're so good, I just can't believe that this is the 7th episode of the show.
Right.
And
you think it's still in its early awkward phase.
Yeah.
But they actually, and those awkward pauses that we talked about in the first couple of episodes are greatly reduced by this point. There's always some scattered throughout the series, no matter what. The moment with Captain Capacitor taunting Frisket.
Yeah, for a really
long time. But,
Bad boy.
But besides that, overall the timing issues improve quite a lot on this. So,
that's what I was thinking is just how maybe they don't come back till season 3, but it's just that these episodes are so strong that
Meanwhile, we're here talking about this, and you, the viewer, could just as easily simply look it up, or maybe know off the top of your head.
We
don't have the season 2 episode
comments.
list in front of us. Yes,
we didn't actually.
Yeah,
do that.
Please feel free to tell us. So I guess that wraps up episode 7 of the ReBoot review. So once again, I am Robin.
I'm Katie.
And until next time, stay frosty.
Yar.